I'm going to show you how to get into Robot C and how to set up your motors and sensors and get everything set up so you can start learning programming. So once you have Robot C open, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have that A to A cable, that orange USB A to A cable, and make sure you have it plugged into your Cortex and also plugged in to the USB spot on your computer. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and set up the program to run in natural language. So you're going to go to Robot, Platform Type, and go ahead and select natural language. Then I'm going to open a sample program, and so this is in the C drive. If you go to PLTW folder, you'll see PLTW template, and you can go ahead and open that up. I'm just going to make sure I still have natural language selected, which I do. And then you're going to go ahead and go to Robot, Motors and Sensors Setup. And this is where you're going to set up the motors and sensors based on how you have them plugged into your Cortex. And so in port 1 on the Motors tab, that's going to be our flashlight. So I'll go ahead and type that in. Over here, the type, I'm going to select VEX flashlight. The next one is right motor, and it's a VEX, in my case, a 269 motor. If you have a 393 motor, that's fine. Just select that one instead of the 269. Select the 393. Left motor, again, it's a 269. And the last motor that we have to set up is the servo, and so that's important. That should be in port 9. So this is a servo motor, and I'll go ahead and select 3-wire servo. So that's setting up the motor. The next thing that we have to set up is the analog sensors, so I'll go ahead and click on that tab. The first thing that we're going to put in is the line follower. That should be in analog port 1. Line follower. Go ahead and select the type. It's a line follower. In 2 is the potentiometer. So I'll go ahead and type that in. Select it over here. 3 is the light sensor. Go ahead and type that in, and I'll select light sensor. So there are your analog sensors. Next thing that you have to set up are your digital sensors, so go ahead and click on that tab. Digital 1 is the limit switch. So go ahead and type that in. The sensor type, I will find it. It is a touch sensor, so I'll select touch. The next one is the actual bump switch. Again, that is a touch sensor. In digital 5, you have the sonar. So I'll go ahead and select sonar, and let's go ahead and select sonar in inches. Automatically puts up the second port for the sonar, and the VEX LED is the last one. I'm going to type in green, and then I'm going to select VEX LED. When you're done with that, you can go ahead and hit apply and OK, and your sensors should be set up to start doing a little bit of testing with them. Alright, the next thing that you need to do is go ahead and compile your program. And so we don't really have any program in here. We're just going to compile the program so we can get readings on the different sensors and motors. So I'll click compile program, and then I'll download that program to the robot. You'll see the program download, and then from there you can go ahead and click robot and go to debugger window, and we're going to want to make sure we have motors selected, and then we'll also want to have sensors selected. So once you do that, you can go ahead and click start, And you can click and change those two tabs between the motors that we put in and the sensors right here at the bottom, and you can go ahead and complete what you need to do for your activity.